Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, October 1st, 2024, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the city clerk.
Can I get a second? Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier. Pearson. Aye. Barron. Aye. Mayor.
Aye. Is there anyone wishing to appear before the council? All right. So now we're going to welcome up the 2024 Kiwanis kids. The one thing that I'm going to mention before doing so is just for clarity for everybody, any conversation, or I should say better explanation of any of the things that we're voting on, I welcome you to all to listen to me tomorrow morning on WCMY. I will be talking about all of it, and you can get far more information then than you're going to get tonight. So,
Are you inviting them to skip school to listen to you?
oh yes, I'll call all of your. Matter of fact, we have a teacher here. You'll work on Central for me. And actually, speaking of that, the other thing that I'll mention before we get this started is if Facebook's not lying to me, I believe one of our council members' birthdays today. So when we call him up, make sure everyone wishes him a happy birthday. So with that, we're going to call up our council for the evening. As mayor, we have Leo Alvarez. Commissioner of Accounts and Finance, we have Luca Fernandez Yups. Commissioner of Public Health and Safety, we have Olivia Entwistle. Commissioner of Public Property, we have Zoe Phillips. Commissioner of Public Improvements, we have Fiona Gowarski. Our police chief is Bryce Lucas. Our fire chief is Thomas Miller. Our corporate counsel is the birthday, Brennan Heaver. City engineer is exactly what he wants in front of all these people. City engineer is Griffin Novotny. City treasurer is Kaylin Diss. And city clerk is Kaylin Warner. So welcome the 2024 Kiwanis kids.
Now it's time for Commissioner Eichelkraut's report.
City's general.
Wait a minute, we're going to do this. I'm sorry.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of October 11th, 2024, in the amount of $632,443.08 will be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second? Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut. Gainier.
Aye.
Gainier. Aye. Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Now it's time for Commissioner.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the bill monthly expense report dated October 15th, 2024, showing expenses in the amount of $2,245,018 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron. Aye. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly financial report of City Clerk Shelley L. Monks for the month of September 2024 be received and placed on file.
there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything else?
Yes. The city's general corporate fund is where sales tax and property tax revenues are deposited. Currently, our sales tax revenues are at 50%, and since we are halfway through our fiscal year, we're on pace to meet our budgeted revenue numbers. We have received 4 property tax distributions from LaSalle County and will be working with the city treasurer to complete the city's tax levy. I'd also like to mention something about NCAT. North Central Area Transit, or NCAT, provides demand response door-to-door public bus transportation for the County of LaSalle Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. through 6:30 p.m. All NCAT's vehicles will have a ramp or lift, making the fleet accessible for folks who use a walker, wheelchair, or other types of mobility devices. Twice a month, a bus travels to Peoria for individuals needing to meet medical or personal needs out of the area. NCAT can also connect individuals to intercity bus transportation services traveling to Chicago, Rockford, Bloomington, and Champaign via the Heart of Illinois Greyhound route. We also provide rides to the Amtrak station in Mendota, where folks can go anywhere. All rides must be scheduled in advance. NCAT will arrive at your pickup location at or around the requested time and take you to the front door of your destination, then return to take you back home or whenever. NCAT began service in 2012 when the City of Ottawa took on responsibilities of grantee and operator for the transit program. Since then, NCAT has grown from a handful of employees working out of a small conference room in City Hall to over 65 employees, 34 vehicles, and a transit center on Chelsea Lane. Each year, NCAT ridership increases. Last fiscal year, we provided just over 72,000 rides. This year, we are on trend to provide over 77,000 rides. Most folks use NCAT to get to work or medical appointments, but NCAT will take anyone anywhere. Our vehicles traveled over 630,000 miles throughout the county last year. That's essentially driving around Earth more than 25 times. NCAT couldn't do this work alone. They work with many community organizations that help to promote and support the transit service. NCAT is proud to be LaSalle County's safest and most economical transit provider. You can find more information about NCAT services and how to schedule a ride by visiting their website, www.ridencat.com.
Now it's time for Commissioner Gainier's report.
Mayor and Council.
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the quote from Nicholson One Communications in the amount of $21,900 to purchase 6 radios and microphones for the fire department be approved and paid for grant proceeds.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Mayor and Council. The Ottawa Fire Department has also received a grant through the Illinois Emergency Management Agency. The Ottawa Fire Department is receiving $31,486.80 to be used to purchase portable and mobile radios for emergency response. On tonight's council agenda, we have quotes from both Nicholson Communications and Communications Direct for the purchase of the radios for this grant.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything else?
That's okay, go ahead.
Moved by Commissioner Gain that the quote from Communications Direct Incorporated in the amount of $7,870 to purchase a radio, speaker, and headset for the fire department be approved and paid for from grant proceeds.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron. Aye. Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything else?
I would like to announce on behalf of the Ottawa Police Department the addition of a new police canine. Canine Iron will be joining the force after the completion of training with his canine handler, Joel Smith. Officer Smith and Canine Iron will be in training for 4 weeks in Iowa, starting at the end of the month, returning to patrol in December. Canine Iron is a 2-year-old male yellow lab trained in narcotics detection and tracking. Canine Iron will be joining Canine Muskie and Canine Facility Dog Rookie as the Ottawa Police Department's canines. The canine purchase and cost of training was made possible by the kind donation from State's Attorney Joe Navarro. We would like to thank him for the financial assistance he provided and continued support of our police department.
Thank you. Now it's time for Commissioner Pearson's report.
I got two of yous now that don't listen to me.
Next is the police chief's report.
Got a little surprise for tonight, a little bit. Chief Lucas is very excited.
Mayor and Council, I wanted to update you on the integration of flat cameras in our parks. As you recall, we partnered with Commissioner Pearson and the Parks and Recreation Board to install live feed security cameras in our parks. The 13 cameras installation project is nearing completion. We look forward to the completion by the end of the month. These cameras are being installed to help monitor and enhance the safety in our parks. I have asked a couple of officers to join us tonight. Officer Joel Smith and his recruit, Officer Steve Ramirez, would you please stand up? These officers are here tonight to be recognized for their life-saving action that took place this past Saturday at one of our amazing downtown events in Washington Park. A male who was attending the event went unconscious and was determined to be in a cardiac arrest. Dispatch was notified and dispatched EMS. Officer Smith and Officer Ramirez, who were on break at the station, heard the call for service. They, along with several other officers, immediately responded to the scene. Once on the scene, Officer Smith and Officer Ramirez deployed a departmental AED to two attendees of the event, one of which was an off-duty paramedic, were performing chest compressions. Officer Smith attached the AED and a shock was advised and administered. Ottawa Fire was on the scene, and once the shock was administered, they took over primary care of the patient and continued life-saving treatment. I'm very thankful for the two attendees who assisted in providing CPR to allow for first responders to arrive and continue life-saving measure. I'm proud of our fire department for the level of care they provided, and I am especially proud of Officer Smith and Ramirez for their actions, which played a significant role in saving the life of a citizen who was visiting for another community. I've prepared a letter of commendation for each of you, and again, thank you for your service. Respect.
I'm gonna sneak out for a group picture since we have a lot of support with the officers, and I'd like to get Chief Lucas in one of the photos.
Then we will hear the fire chief's report.
The Ottawa Fire Department is currently on pace once again to set a number record of total emergency calls in a year. Currently, projections put us on pace to record over 4,200 total 911 responses, with around 3,500 being EMS related. With the addition of the extra staffing that was placed into service in May, we have seen our average emergency overtime go from 32 callbacks per month down to an average of 11 per month. Having the additional staffing has greatly increased our ability to respond and handle all emergency situations in the city of Ottawa and surrounding communities. The Ottawa Fire Department currently has 8 individuals enrolled at IVCC for the paramedic program and 1 individual currently at the Illinois Fire Service Institution in the Fire Academy. On top of running emergency calls, the Ottawa Fire Department personnel has over 50,000 hours of record training so far for the year of 2024.
Now it's time for Commissioner Pearson's report.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that the request to purchase a 2024 Chevy Silverado truck in the amount of $54,646.03 to be used by the park departments to be approved and paid for form the general corporate fund.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron. Aye. Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything else?
Yes. Parks and what's been happening this summer. Last month, an exciting renovation project at Peck Park. The park now boasts a brand new sports-themed playground with safe. Additionally, we have the largest splash pad ever built in Ottawa, perfect for those hot summer days. Other upgrades include a shelter for gatherings, active place for everybody in our community. Allen Park enhancements. Allen Park has also received wonderful updates, partially funding a $506,000 grant from OSLOD. Here's what you can find now: an accessible sidewalk that leads to the upper. A cozy shelter and bench swing where you can relax and enjoy beautiful views of the Illinois River. Along this stone, a new paved designed bag toss stations and another featuring 2 chess checker tables and 2 cutting ceremony at the new playground on Thursday, October 17th at 1 p.m. A wonderful celebration of all the hard work that has gone into enhancing our parks for everybody. Parking lot. Exciting news for our furry friends. This summer we announced the location of our official name of our new dog park, Bill's Parking Lot. It will be located at 401 East Lafayette Street and is named in memory of Bill Walsh Sr. We're raising funds for the park amenities for Bill's Parktoberfest, a fun, family-friendly canine hosted by the Ottawa Area Chamber of Ambassadors. This event is a great way to support the park and enjoy time with our 4-legged friends.
Now it's time for Commissioner Barron's report.
Moved by Commissioner Barron that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement for professional services between the City of Ottawa and Fairgram for final approval of the phosphorus study for the existing wastewater treatment plant be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second?
Second. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Yes. This engineering services proposal is for follow-up documentation and questions from IEPA regarding the phosphorus removal planning document for the existing wastewater treatment plant.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything else?
Yes. These are the 2024 water wastewater project updates. East Wastewater Treatment Plant. Design is underway for a second wastewater treatment plant along the Fox River near the intersection of Norris Drive and Illinois Route 71 at an estimated cost of $30 million. The initial capacity will be 1 million gallons per day, expandable to 4 million gallons per day as the Route 71 corridor and industrial park develop. The project design will be completed in October 2025, with project construction planned to begin in spring 2026. Long-term control plant sewer separation. The city was recently awarded a $1 million grant from the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity through the Community Development Block Grant Program for Storm Sewer Separation and Combined Sewer Service, Area 009, on the city's west side. This work consists of installation of 4,000 feet of new storm sewer, and 53 new storm structures. This is the next step in city's long-term control plan, compliance, and will prevent stormwater runoff from overloading the wastewater treatment plant.
Next is, Rob.
Yeah, right.
Next is Corporation Council's report.
Our report to the City Council is broken down by category as follows and covers the period from January 1st, 2024 to October 15th, 2024. Ordinance violations consist of charges such as curfew, possession of smoking materials by a minor, unlawful possession of cannabis, disorderly conduct, dog running at large, excessive noise, unlawful possession of open alcohol in public, unlawful consumption of alcohol by a minor, and any other act violating a City of Ottawa ordinance. Ordinance violations also include parking violations such as overtime parking, parking in handicapped spots, parking in permitted lots, parking with expired registration, and parking in snow routes. These ordinance violations are handled through administrative adjudication. There have been 1,207 new administrative adjudication files opened in 2024. During the same time, 790 files have been successfully concluded by the payment of fine or dismissal. During this time or period, the city has collected $34,076 in fines through the administrative adjudication. There are 81 outstanding liens against properties for the abatement of nuisance violations such as weeds, high grass, and cleaning up garbage. 16 liens have been released this year by the property owner paying the lien in full, which totals $7,255. In the beginning of 2024, the city and AFSCME Local 2819 negotiated a new 4-year collective bargaining agreement. The agreement was approved on February 20th, 2024, with an effective date of May 1st, 2024, and an expiration date of April 30th, 2028. Also in 2024, the city and the fire union negotiated a new 3-year collective bargaining agreement. This agreement was also approved on February 20th, 2024, with an effective date of May 1st, 2024. and an expiration date of April 30th, 2027. The collective bargaining agreement with the police union was amended last year to extend the agreement by an additional year, and the agreement with the police union will now expire on April 30th, 2026 instead of April 30th, 2025.
Is there a second? Next is the city engineer's report.
I would like to provide updates for ongoing and recently completed projects within the city. The annual city street maintenance program, including replacement of curbs, sidewalks, and asphalt pavement, construction at a total cost of $2 million. This year's program, including resurfacing 42 blocks of streets and 14 alleys. Concrete pavement and patching was also completed on the West Madison and Erickson streets. Construction is ongoing for the annual water main replacement and upgrade for Project 2024. This year's project includes replacement of water mains on Elms Lane, The Drive, West Superior Street, West Washington Street, and Sanger Street at a cost of $950,000. Construction of Green Street is underway to evaluate the roadway above the 500-year flood in order to preserve a safe exit route from the high school in the east during the flooding. The reconstruction includes the installation of 3 8-foot by 12-foot precast box culverts, storm sewer, water main, and related items at a cost of approximately $4 million.
Next is our city treasurer's report.
We are nearing the completion of the city's fiscal year financial audit. The audit will also include actuarial reports for the city's police and firefighter pensions, as well as the post-retirement benefit actuarial report. The preparation of audit is an extensive project. We appreciate the cooperation between our auditors and city staff to compile all the necessary information. We have scheduled a closing meeting with our auditors this week to review the relevant materials. We are also beginning preparation of this year's real estate tax levy determination. We will be reviewing information from the county assessor's office regarding total real property assessments, and will also review funding recommendations for our employee pensions. In consideration of those and other obligations, we will determine the amounts necessary and available for delivery of city services. We will present our recommendations and levy requests in December. That concludes my report.
All right. Resolution authorizing. Now it's my report.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of lease agreement number 5232 between the City of Ottawa and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources for the I&M Canal Toll House, which has been on file for public inspection since October 1st, 2024, be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement for professional services between the City of Ottawa and Fairgram for the U.S. EPA Brownsfield Cleanup Grant application, which has been on file for public inspection since October 1st, 2024, be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution appointing employees and authorizing the execution of employment agreements for Steve Kuhn, Adam Clark, and Matt Bergwald, and authorizing the execution of an addendum to the engineering and consulting agreement for Thomas Dutlinger, which has been on file for public inspection since October 1st, 2024, be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Bayer.
Aye.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution extending the time within which the City of Ottawa has to enforce the restrictive covenant for a buyback from Jeremy West for property located at 528 East Marquette Street be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second. Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution to enter into an agreement for administration and coordination services with NCICG for a communication development block grant coronavirus program be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution to enter into an agreement for administration and coordination services with NCICG for a community development block grant for storm sewer separation be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution of support and commitment of stormwater management funds in the amount of $239,640 for the community development block grant for storm sewer separation be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution of support and commitment of TIF funds in the amount of $29,674 for the Illinois Regional Site Readiness Program grant be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a side letter agreement between the City of Ottawa and AFSCME Local 2819 regarding hours of work be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance amending Chapter 114 of the Municipal Code of the City of Ottawa, LaSalle County, Illinois, regarding vehicles for hire be passed and approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
The next thing we have is the proclamation.
Whereas domestic violence is defined as abusive behavior that gives one family or household member control and power over another through physical, emotional, sexual, economic, or psychological actions and threats. And whereas domestic violence is a serious crime that affects people of all races, ages, gender, identities, socioeconomic levels, religions, backgrounds, beliefs, and abilities. And whereas the trauma of domestic violence has long-lasting impacts on survivors, their support system, and our community. And whereas in the United States, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. And whereas on average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. And whereas it takes courage for a survivor to seek help. And whereas Safe Journeys, formerly ADV and SAS, provided free, confidential services to more than 422 survivors of domestic violence and 110 survivors of sexual violence and were supportive persons in LaSalle and Livingston counties. And whereas the City of Ottawa is an important partner in Safe Journeys' vision to create a community where people thrive in safe and healthy relationships. And now, therefore, be it resolved that on this 15th day of October, the City of Ottawa proclaims the month of October 2024 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Signed, Leo.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a proclamation designating the month of October 2024 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in the City of Ottawa be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Trick-or-treat hours will be from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. on Halloween. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Moved by the mayor that this regular meeting be adjourned.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Pearson,
Aye.
Barron,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
If everyone would like to give another round of applause. Thank you, everyone. It made it look easy, and I'll be taking notes so I can do a little bit better job. Thanks.